last day that I saw your smiling face. Honey, I knew that we...
We're back at 7:30 on a Tuesday morning. It's the 10th day of July in the year 2001. That's a performance from the Backstreet Boys just last Monday right here in Rockefeller Plaza. Now they've postponed their tour. We're going to be talking about that. Meanwhile, inside the studio, I'm Matt Lauer along with Ann. Thanks very much. Fans were shocked on Monday when the Backstreet Boys announced they'll postpone their current tour. Just 1 week after they performed for thousands of fans in our plaza, the group revealed they'll quit performing while band member A.J. McLean undergoes treatment for alcohol abuse, anxiety, and depression. Joining us this morning, the rest of the band, Nick, Howie, Brian, and Kevin. Guys, good morning. Thanks for coming back and talking about this. And I started looking at that tape this morning of you last Monday, and immediately you start to try and read between the lines of what we were seeing. How much of an issue and concern was this when you were here just a week ago?
Well, I think it was a very important issue when we were here a week ago. This became known to us just before we kicked off this leg of the tour, the U.S. second leg. We came back from South America and Puerto Rico, had a little bit of time off, and we had some situations in Orlando that happened where A.J. wasn't really fulfilling his proper duties as a group member, and we were concerned for his safety and his health. And we tried to get him some help. We had him talk to some counselors and kind of united with him to better his situation.
So did one of you approach him first? I mean, you know, obviously as a group you're concerned about this.
We all approached him
together.
We all approached him.
This has been an ongoing, I mean, the past year has really came to fruition. I mean, his late night ventures and going out and drinking and has been coming to a head over the past year. In the past 8 months, we really realized how bad of a problem it was, because he doesn't have a mean bone in his body and he wouldn't do anything to disrespect any of us. But because he had such a problem, it was changing his personality, and he wasn't being professional, and it was affecting his voice and his work. And
his grandmother just passed away about a couple months ago, I think right before the tour, the second leg, and it really kicked it off the top, I think. That's when he was really becoming depressed and really just feeling insecure and trying to find himself.
When you guys tour, it's, you know, it looks like a lot of fun out there. It's a lot of hard work, keeping the show together, traveling from city to city. How much impact has this had on the first part of this tour?
Well, we've had to postpone dates. I mean, there's a lot of repercussions of, you know, somebody going through something like this. But what is important to us, and let's make this known, is his health. And he can't travel and be unhealthy, because it's not a good situation for him to be in, nor us at the same time. So.
You tried to talk to him, as you mentioned, as a group, whatever, individually. But I understand that just a couple of days ago, he finally said, I mean, which is the first step. You have to want to help yourself. He came to the group and said, okay, I have a problem. How did he broach that subject with you guys?
Well, Nicky had just hurt his arm after the second show in Boston, 2 out of 5 shows. And we were actually talking on our day off, the day before yesterday, about how we were going to re-choreograph the show, possibly take a couple of shows down to get it back to the right way. And at that point, that's when AJ, I think, finding that he had the time and just coming, you know, putting it all together, he just came to us and said, you know what, maybe I need more help than just a counselor out here.
Had he already made arrangements for some place to go and get treatment by that time?
So to us, it was a good thing.
Once he said he wanted to get help and he wanted to leave the tour, then we helped him make all the arrangements. But I mean, this is something that he needed to do for himself, and we're backing him up all the way.
And this is also something that happens to a lot of people, a lot of families and stuff like that.
It's important for us to be honest about it. I mean, we've been advised, you know, oh, you should lie about it, you should push it under the carpet. We can
Advised
say,
by who?
We could say just
different people, like getting
attorneys concerned about the tour
stuff.
going down. You know, that you can push it under the rug and you know, make it all blow over for the press, so it won't look so bad, because we do have a lot of young fans and we are role models to a lot of people. we're put on a pedestal. But we feel it's important to be a good role model, to be honest
Yeah,
about it.
exactly.
Well, so what do you say to the 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 14-year-olds who watch this group and listen to this group? And how do you explain this situation that AJ's going through?
We're
I don't
only,
think
we're
they,
only human.
we,
Yeah,
I don't
we're
think they can
humans.
really fully understand, you know, what the ordeal is. But like we were saying, we're only human and we make mistakes, and it's real life. We deal with adult issues. We're all grown
all
men.
And
adults.
if anything
Yeah.
like this does happen to, you know, anybody in their life, you know, just be there the way we're being there for him. You know, we care about him like he is our brother. So we're going to be there for him.
You talk about his grandmother passing away, and that obviously had a traumatic impact on him. Is a portion of this having to do with fame? I mean, you guys are so high profile, and when you come here, I watch the reaction on the street, and you know, and watch the way you walk through the studio. What happens? Is a part of this fame gone too far? Too much temptation? Too much success?
As I say, you know, it's been a blessing for us that we've been blessed with so much around us, the fans. You know, our lives are a lot more comfortable now than they were, you know, several years ago. But along with fame does come, you know, a lot of temptation, a lot of, you know, just trying to find yourself dealing in this whole craziness of everything. And I think sometimes it's very easy to get lost in it. And I think AJ, unfortunately, the rest of us, we all came from a really wholesome family, mothers and fathers, and AJ grew up with a single parent and his grandmother and grandfather. He didn't really have any brothers, so I think a lot of this came to him, and it was just, you know, dealing with it himself. He had a hard time, and that's when he chose, you know, alcohol, substances, and was constantly depressed and just really, you know, insecure about finding himself.
You've canceled dates through early August. After that, you'll pick it up when he is out, and kind of keep your fingers crossed.
August 7th, we're going to start back up in Vancouver, and July's dates will now go into September.
Yeah.
Nick, Howie, Brian, Kevin, guys, good luck. And our best to AJ if you talk
We'll
to
see
him.
you on the
Thank
road.
you.
You got
Definitely.
it. Thanks very
Thanks
much.
for the support of our fans.
Oh, and I'm sure they continue to support you. Next up, an inside look.